Alrighty, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing something very different than I often do on this channel. Still an unboxing, but with something very different inside. So today we are going to be unboxing my new Canon RF 28 to 70mm f2 lens. So I have been getting really into photography these days, and I did a little poll on my Instagram about whether or not you guys would also be curious to see what I've been up to with photography in addition to all of the luxury stuff. So here I am doing just that. So this was actually supposed to come yesterday, and I had been filming other stuff and it would have been like the perfect time, but it didn't show up. It showed up today, and I'm honestly too excited to put on makeup or to do pretty much anything other than changing my shirt into something that looked less like pajamas. And I was also so excited that I initially put it on backwards. So this lens is about $4,000. I did get warranty on it. I am pretty new to the whole photography scene, but I watched a bunch of videos from Caitlin James and a bunch of other photographers, and they all just love it. And so I primarily do kind of documentary and birth photography, which oddly enough is actually kind of similar to wedding photography. So I watched their videos about it in that context, and it seems to just fit so many of the things I need. So let's open it. I haven't shut up about this since I decided to buy it. So right now I am filming using my Canon R6, and then I have a Sigma 35mm f1.4 on this. However, I honestly think I'll probably film most of my videos from now on this one, because I do notice that this lens gets a little clicky when I start moving, so you might notice that. But yeah, this is a mirrorless lens because I do have a mirrorless camera, whereas the lens that I'm using right now is not for a mirrorless, and so I have an adapter on that. So I kind of thought that it might be fun when I'm doing these videos to just approach things from the fact that I'm like quite new to all of it. Because I noticed that when I was watching videos trying to get into the whole photography scene, I wasn't really sure like what would apply to me if I like didn't know what I was doing. So if you have any questions like what is mirrorless, I can try and answer that. I know lots of this information is available on Google, but I have built quite a community on here that I do quite love. So I just thought I'd share another thing that I love with you. So I guess one other thing to say, the reason that I ordered this is because it's completely out of stock where I live. So I had like spent several days researching it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the plunge. And then it was out of stock in Edmonton everywhere. So I got really sad because they said it wouldn't come until March. Today is New Year's Eve, so that would have been a bit. And I have a birth coming up that I'm so excited to use it for. And so I found it from the camera store in Calgary, Alberta. And they were lovely to work with. I was kind of annoying. I called a couple times to be like, hey, I see you do same day delivery, but I haven't seen it out yet. Or I guess like same day shipping, not delivery. But yeah, overall it did come pretty quick, so I was just being impatient. But one thing to know, I did choose to get warranty on this. I don't think I'd ever forgive myself if I broke it and wasn't able to replace it. So I got a 3-year warranty, which ran me about $450, but now, because I have warranty on my camera and this lens, I can go to like the mountains and take it skiing and just get every bit of use out of it with no fear that I might break it. So there's that. However, if you are ordering, you do have to call them and get the warranty before it arrives. So that was something I learned. I'm glad I had called them. So let's open it up. Okay, so they have like the receipt and everything in here. So this is it. It's huge too, by the way. So I'll bring it in. You could hear all the clickies. So you can see there, Canon RF 28 to 70 f2L USM. So there's a lot to it, but okay, it's not that bad. So the big thing that I have seen about this lens from a bunch of YouTubers and everything is that it's super big and heavy. So let's see how heavy it really is. Okay, and this is my first like really expensive lens too, so I'll be honest with you. Oh, this must be like a little lens like carrying bag? I was gonna say, I don't even know what this is. I feel like that's what it is. See how big it is? So anyways, comes with a carrying case. It's like minus 35 outside right now, so I might actually let it warm up before I use it. But I'm just gonna keep peeling away these layers, and you can see in there. So I might even just get funky with this. Hood. Oh, it is huge and it is heavy. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. It's big. Like, that is beside my head. Heavy wise, I'm okay with it. So yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see just from me holding it because it's so cold. But yeah, this is the Canon lens. Bring it in there. So good. So I will be using this so much, but basically if you're not into photography, you're here because of my purses. What is so cool about this lens from what I've gathered is that not only does it zoom, so it goes from being something where I can capture a big space, so if I was at a birth, I could get like the whole room, and then I can zoom in super far. So this is a 35, whereas this one goes from 28 to 70. But what's super cool about it is that from what I have read, from what I have learned, you don't sacrifice anything by having that capability except for maybe what's in your bank account. Yeah, there's like freezing on the little Canon logo. But is also an aperture, the lowest aperture it goes to is 2. So generally speaking, like I wouldn't be shooting a whole lot lower than that with a prime lens at a birth, just because yeah, there's lots going on. So I have the like 1.4 capability of this lens, but I don't think I'll really miss it doing that kind of documentary stuff. And then I do have a lens for really close-ups, but like I'm so pumped about this. I'm gonna have to like, my camera just doesn't know how not to focus on me. So let's see. Oh, where even is it? It's so big. I'm so pumped about this. So yeah, this is it. I have pretty small hands, but yeah. So I'm gonna turn off the recording so that I can attach it to my camera as soon as it's like a semi-reasonable temperature. I don't even know. Oh yeah, you can see it's like fogging. That's crazy. Edmonton weather, man. Guess I'm learning a bit about its temperature capabilities already. But yeah, this is me, super excited. It is now here in time for my birth that's coming up. If you are into that world and would like to see more of my photography stuff, it is on a different account on Instagram. So that is Tia Biggs Doula. So that's where you'll see what I'm making with this. But I have started using my I just call it a legit camera instead of my phone for some of my photography for my Snow and Style Instagram, and it's been going pretty good. It looks very pretty. So anyways, this was super rambly because I'm just so excited. So Canon RF 28 to 70 f2, it is here, it is mirrorless, it is beautiful, and I'm excited to use it. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will be back with another video, maybe about purses, maybe about cameras, sometime soon.